M5. Corners, you notice it's lacking grip, and also under braking, because the front tyres, there's such a small contact patch that you struggle to brake anywhere near as well as you do in an M car. Hey guys, I'm down here at the Bedford Autodrome with BMW UK. It's another one of their track days. I did one with them last year at Alton Park. I'll put a link to that below, which was absolutely awesome. This one is slightly different. Going to get the opportunity to take out cars like the brand new M5, which is behind me. We've got some handling precision tests on slippery, low friction surfaces. We're going to be taking out M2s, the MSV prepared M4s, so it should be really cool. Queen Bee is here as well, so hopefully we're going to be in the same team and enjoy the day. Looking forward to it, sun shining, can't wait. Cheers.
The power where the spin is neutral. Okay, so you're actually holding it at a consistent spin over speed on the wheels.
Yep.
Okay, then you can increase or decrease the angle of slide using the opposite lock. So less opposite lock, more angle.
Yep.
Okay, more opposite lock, it decreases the angle. Okay.
Okay.
So let's start off just with a simple donut.
Yep.
So when you're ready, just release the brake and very, very gentle with the power.
Perfect.
Very nice, man. So looking round to the right, little problem of power now to start the spin. There we go, see what I mean about the zero traction. Okay, very nice. So coming around, heading over to this side, come around the yellow on your left hand side. Keep turning, keep turning. Try to spin around the yellow cone as well. So a little problem of power now to start the slide. There we go, and then just modulating the power. That's good. Very nice.
Low.
It is. Your temptation is not to bring the regs like you think you should.
I know. Well, you kept saying low, and I'm like, I'm doing. I looked down, I'm like doing 4,000. It's like
right.
Jesus.
You know, did you find it? You just hooked it up there at the end, where you were using the momentum of the car, as opposed to just power to let kick there, to increase
lovely.
The slide.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So right hand side of the first, left of the second, continuing down. Nice quick steering inputs, loading the car from one direction to another. The brake lights come on, so a slow of the car before then releasing the steering lock and applying the power, and then brake as hard as you physically can, and you can see that that will fire the hazard warning lights. Now, when a modern BMW works out that it's using 70% or more of its braking capability, part of the pre-crash is to fire the hazard warning lights to warn anybody behind, and for me that's just a nice indicator. I can see where and how you're braking. Around the cones, not over the cones.
Yep.
I've had to wake Steve number 3.
How many did I hit?
Dozing off. You clipped 3 and you knocked 1 over.
Oh shit!
Like it was really fast, 17.8, but you know, a good couple of seconds penalties. 19.8 to start with. Well done. Round here like you land. Now open the steering, full power, full power, full power.
Nice, nice.
This is not your first rodeo, young sir. 1747, well done.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Thank you. What's Gavin's? 'Cause Gavin's...
17.3.
Ah, fucking hell.
Did you get really competitive?
You're going down, Gav!
Things are getting real. So, steer more, brake less. Give the cones a wide berth. Watch the lights.
Right, so we've just been out on the technical courses. We've been out on the M4s behind us that have got low friction rear wheels. They're almost like they've got plastic outsides and very low grip rubber on the middle and the insides. So they literally, as you're probably about to see, and as you'll see in some of the footage, they literally spin out at like 1500 revs, the back end's flying around. So the whole thing is to be patient, and it's really hard being patient in a car like an M4 that's got so much mid-range torque. We then went over to the 2 Yas Marina Blue M4s over there, and there's like a slalom course set up. Now everything's turned on, so you're not even in MDM mode, which is a little bit frustrating, but at the same time you realise that, you know, it actually works when there's heat in the tyres. The car is amazing, and watching it from the outside as it's darting through, it's just incredible. And in fact, Mr. Gavin Ward, who's just hiding behind this white M4 over there, posted an incredible time. And watching him through the slalom especially was just amazing, and watching the change in direction, that's when you really appreciate M cars. Really good day so far, and the sun's still shining. Well, it's nice being back in an M2. In a new M5, and wow, it's quick. So she feels heavy after stepping out of the M2, but not too bad. She controls her weight really well. So I'm guessing that's all the electronic wizardry, just keeping the chassis nice and flat. But wow, is it fast in a straight line. There's something moving around in the boot. here, really positive. Hardly any body roll. 75 through here. Just lovely, effortless. I've got massive carbon ceramics on here as well, so stopping is not a problem, especially at these speeds. So I can feel it rotating a bit there. I think I'm in like a nanny setting at the moment.
Okay, if everybody's happy with the feel of the car, used to the brakes, hit the M2 button on your steering wheel. Good night from me and enjoy the ride.
Once you really start pushing, you feel the old girl moving around a lot. Oh, I think he's gone a bit wide, but nice line into the next corner. I've just short shifted there. Yeah, getting lots of understeer. Down into third, this is tight, so slow in, set yourself up nice for this next bit, and I should catch her in the next straight. There you go. We've just been out in some M2s, regular M2s, not M2 competitions, for a few warmish laps, I'd say, around the biggest circuit at Bedford. Can't remember the name of it, but then we went out, more importantly, in the brand new M5. So it's the first time I've ever driven the M5. Again, we didn't really get to push them that hard, but it's a big car, it's 2 tons, and we had to have, you know, certain traction aids and stuff on, so there was no messing around in terms of, you know, getting the back end out and putting it in rear wheel drive, but still it was, you could feel the car, you could feel that it was still an M car underneath. It felt very balanced through the faster corners. After a couple of even medium laps in this sort of 25 degrees, you could feel the tyres were getting too hot, especially the fronts, but it was doing an impressive job. And what stood out most to me, which wouldn't surprise you with over 600 horsepower, is just the pace in a straight line. It was ludicrously fast, especially jumping out the M2 and straight into the M5. It was unbelievable. We then headed over to another circuit to try out the, be a passenger with the M235i race cars. So I was lucky enough to have Paul O'Neill as my driver, and those things, again, they're pretty standard stock power, but they're lighter, but most importantly, they've got race suspension, slicks, and the standout thing with those cars is just how hard they can brake, how late they can brake into corners, and how much corner speed they can carry because of the slicks, especially weather like today. It was unbelievable. We're now going to go out for some, I guess you'd say, medium laps in the i8s. Now, I'm a big fan of the i8. I've always said I'll never buy one because they're over 100 grand, but every time you get in one, in fact they're coming in just behind me here, I'm always blown away by how amazing they feel, how balanced they feel. They're a really incredible piece of technology. So going to go out for a lap in them, or a few laps in those, following an M3 pace car. And then we're meant to have gone out in an M4 CS, which would have had Cup 2s on it, so I was really looking forward to finally getting that underway, but unfortunately the CSs for some reason couldn't be here, so we're going to go out in M4 competitions, which will still be fun, but they're not, you know, not CS and not on a circuit. I was really hoping to do that and see what the difference is. So yep, let's go and jump in the i8s and enjoy the rest of the day.
Right, we're out in the i8 now. I haven't been in one of these for a while, but I've been out on circuit in one of these about 2 years ago at Goodwood, and I was really impressed with just how balanced and well it behaved on circuit. Changing direction because all the weight's on the floor, and on road they're brilliant as well. So yeah, they always beat my expectations, these cars, but I have to say I feel a bit cramped in this one, and I didn't realise that they're reasonably small. I can't get my typical BMW driving position quite. I feel okay, but I don't know, maybe it's just me. I can't sit low enough. But anyway, I think we're going to start pushing on now, so. Still piling on some speed, so we've got 80 miles an hour, 90, 100. Saw about 110 then. And then I saw Becky's emergency lights flashing, so. Because of the thinner tyres, there's a lot less overall grip, which is good fun. But the slower corners, you notice, it's lacking grip, and also under braking, because the front tyres, there's such a small contact patch that you struggle to brake anywhere near as well as you do in an M car. This corner's really interesting, getting it right. That's 100. Just saw 110. Tried a bit of a wider line through there then. Yeah, got a bit. Now I'm starting to push a bit harder, got some understeer there, and there, and there. And the traction control is really holding back as soon as it senses understeer. So we're out in the M4 compacts. It's a little bit frustrating because we're stuck behind the i8s. So yeah, it's fun being out on a circuit, but you don't really get to push it. This straight will get to 70, 80, 90 miles an hour, 100, 110, and then I'm braking really early there into this sort of tight hairpin at the bottom of the circuit. Can be taken in second or third, I think. Just try and get it one continuous turn, unwind the lock, run out a little bit here. I've got the traction control light flashing away. Again, we're braking really early. I've been out here on Clios before and lapped a lot quicker than this. This is quite technical through here. Leave it in third. Just let it run through here, don't be too greedy. And then on the throttle, let it run right out. This one's a really late apex. I think you're meant to aim for that cone or pillar bit there. And then again, let it run right out. Speed up, 80, 90, 100, 110, 115 I saw that time, but again we're not really using the brakes that hard. Let it run out a bit wide here, get the late apex, then use all sacrifice some speed through here to get a much nicer line through this next bit. And the car seems to be more settled, and then again let it run right out here. Deep in. Becky's in front and actually getting quite sideways now. Now we're right up behind the i8s. They're not slow, but again, that was 115 miles an hour. Becky's got her hazards flashing, so she's braking pretty hard. Carry nice speed through here. Unwind the lock, that's what it's all about. Especially in these M cars. The trick and the key with M cars, all M cars I think, when the traction control is on, like fully on like it is at the moment, or even when it's in MDM, is unwind the lock as quick as possible. Now that is probably true for most cars in fact on a circuit. So when you're coming into a corner like this, it's got a very late apex, so I'm looking at the apex, I've spotted the apex, now I'm looking out at the corner. Here I want to be turning and then I want to unwind from here, unwind, and use all this outside the track, so that by the time I'm here my wheel is straight and I'm getting maximum acceleration. Otherwise the car just bogs down. The traction control is so intrusive in these, it's unbelievable. Even on a hot day like today with good Michelin Pilot Super Sports, the traction control is very, very intrusive.
Straight. So this is your quickest lap here, okay? It's your second quick, well, your first session. As you turn in, you're already carrying much more speed anyway. So another 10 kilometers an hour, so 5 miles an hour. But 5 miles an hour on every corner adds up. So you can see your car's better.
Oh, much better place on that one.
Right, let's go. So don't overdrive it. Let's just be to the left. Excellent.
Mate, you're a legend.
No,
Thank you very much.
we had so many laps at 66, low 66. I said if he just hooks this lap up together, we could get a 65.
Yeah.
And then a car would get in front of us, or you just overdo it a little bit, and it's just the throttle's so responsive. If you get on it too much, you can feel the front on the front.
Well, I think you know that 66 dead we did almost. That corner there.
I know.
Lost like half a second. Well, a couple of tenths.
I reckon about 3 tenths, 2 tenths, because obviously as soon as it bogs down, it takes a while to get back up. So awesome. We'll have a look anyway.
Yeah.
But that was very, very quick.
Right, that was great. Right then, guys, day is over. Finished in style. I love going out in those Palmer Sport M4s. They're just awesome. The instructors really let you off the hook, and especially here there's so much runoff area that you can really take liberties, and you know, if you come into a corner too deep, you can run off onto the tarmac and then the grass, even if you're being a little bit special. But awesome day, really good fun. Always leave these days with a big smile on my face, and it's a real nice safe place to be able to sort of be aggressive, get that speed out of your system if you like, and yeah, I absolutely love it, and I can't recommend it high enough. Yep, I've got to shoot straight back into my car, which is over there, and head to the airport because I've got a client flying in tonight. So no rest for the wicked. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please give us a thumbs up if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave any comments below. Take it easy, guys.